Well, hello everybody, Matt Willis Bagpiper here, and in this package right here, I have the complete bound version of the Piobaireachd Society books 1 through 16, and yeah, maybe with a little something special on it. Let's not waste any more time and get into this guy. Alright, package number 1 is off. Now, number 2, this thing is thick. I've never known anyone who had a complete set of all 16, whether separately or bound, so I don't know, seemed like a good time to do it. Wrap number 2 is off. Now onto number 3. So there's one poke that so far does go all the way through. Hopefully there's not too much damage to the cover.
And another layer.
That final bit of damage right there does not go through this next one. There's a little dent on it, but there's not a place where it actually goes through. So I'm glad this thing had 4, 5 layers on it so far. Now it's just like it's gift wrapped. A little bit more cardboard yet still. And here we go, people. The complete Piobaireachd Society, books 1 through 16, and yeah, I went the extra mile and had my my name and title put on the book because why not? And if anyone ever finds this in the wild, they might be able to get it back to me. Not that I plan to leave this anywhere. But look at that. My goodness gracious. So since beginning my Piobaireachd journey back in, I guess that was 99, 2000, somewhere around there is where I started learning my first Piobaireachd. I was using just Kilberry or whatever my instructors over the years would like photocopy out of their Piobaireachd Society books. But here are all of them in one book. And it does look like it holds itself open rather nicely. I was rather worried that this would not be usable. Now, you're not going to be able to put this easily on a music stand, I'll tell you that. But you can absolutely have it on a desk, even as I'm getting toward the very end of the book. As you can see right here, it's staying open just fine. I haven't done any sort of creasing, pressing, anything like that to be able to see and play from the music in here. In total, it has 589 pages. Wow. If you want a more personalized instruction, I do give online pipe lessons. Head over to www.commandyourbagpipe.com or email me at the address you see down here, and we'll get you going. I'm working with folks from all over the planet, and I hope to work with you soon. One of the things I wanted to find out by getting this whole book here was how much of it has the Cantarock or Counterock. It's an A-N-N, and Gaelic, that's an own sound I'm finding out. But in any case, how many tunes in this have it? Because I'm very interested in that, and there's going to be some future videos on some ideas about the Cantarock and such, maybe applied to light music. But I wanted to see as much of it written out and applied to Piobaireachd as possible. So we're starting with the first tune in this whole book after a number of other things about Counterock and everything else in here. It looks like the Finger Lock is the first tune in the book. So we have the sheet music starting on page 8. And there it is. So we have the Counterock right here for all of that. So that is very nice. The Big Spree is the next one. And it even has some handwritten sections of this. That's interesting. But the Big Spree does not have Counterock with it. I'm going to obviously got to be going through this and seeing which one has what and where. But it is very interesting to have that available, to have maybe not every Piobaireachd. There's a Donald MacLeod book of Piobaireachd and a number of other Piobaireachd that have come up over the years that are not in this, but this is the vast, vast majority of all the Piobaireachd that have been recorded down and in one very attractive tome. I will say there's a little bit of damage to this upper cover corner right here. You know, life and stuff is going to happen. Looks like it did get folded down in shipping a little bit. I'm going to be using this, so it's not going to stay looking pristine in any case, so that is just life. You know, I don't think they could have packaged it any better than they did, so that's just life with international shipping and a really large tome. So what do I plan to do with this? Well, I've been far more interested in Piobaireachd over the last many months than I have in quite a long time. Not sure exactly what. I have a number of students that have been learning some Piobaireachd with me, and it's been just delightful getting back into the big music here. So I thought it was time to dive into something like this. And my thought is, I want to go through every tune in this book. That's going to take a long time. So my thought is to just spend like a week on each tune and then go on to the next tune. I'm not looking to master the tune. I don't even know if I'll get the whole thing up and on the pipes within a week. Some of these tunes are very, very large. They're very long. But just to get a passing familiarity with all of the pieces of music that are in this tome. So at that point, I think I'll have a far greater understanding of the music at that point. I'd probably start this journey each week by trying to find recordings of people playing these. You know, whether it's the Don McLeod series, he has a number of CDs and recordings on YouTube now from those CDs of him talking through the tunes. So kind of getting a familiarity with how the tune's supposed to sound from someone that's playing it, whether they be at the highest levels or just even, you know, rank and file competitors. But I'm sure there's going to be a number of tunes in here that, well, don't have any other material other than the music here. I can't imagine that every tune in here is on YouTube somewhere. And I'm just doing this for myself. If I can figure out a way to, I don't know, make a video that's halfway interesting about, you know, these various Piobaireachd, I'll do that. But I don't know if that's going to be true or not, or if it's just something interesting for me. But I've had a number of people over the years wonder, is this big tome worth the money? It might be a little bit more clunky or cumbersome to go through than, say, the binder that has the individual volumes. But I don't plan to, like, be going to like Highland Games and bringing this with me or anything. This is just for use in my office here while going through the tunes. I like that they're in one nice looking book right here. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I think it's fantastic. And I'm looking forward to diving even further into the big music, the Kilmore of the Highland Pipes Piobaireachd. So yeah. So there's just a little video on that. Thought you guys might find it interesting. All right, everyone, just a quick one here about the Piobaireachd Society collection of books 1 through 16 in one volume. And yeah, I look forward to starting my studying. Cheers, everybody.